The first phase. The period is 1977 through 1986. This is the phase where motivation, education, on-the-job training, basic experience are key words. An important period but also very rich in adventurous experiences. I finished primary school and moved on to Ship Engine Basic Course, a preparatory school for sailors who wanted education to advance on to be an officer. We were also some who came from primary school directly and who had a goal to pursue a maritime career. A good place to start and a door opener to Einar Rasmussen Shipping Company and my first enlistment. I signed on in Thailand as soon as the school completed. Thailand, Ko Sichang and Polarcrusader, June 1978. I served as a ship oiler till May 1979. The work was simple, basically general cleaning, machinery workovers, cleaning of the main engine scavenging air system, pistons, cylinders, separators, etc. I used to assist the ship electrician and the repairman as and when needed. We, two young oilers, often teamed with the motorman supervising and advising the work we did. This year became the motivation for taking education. In 1981 and 1982, I served the Norwegian Royal Navy. Basic training in Stavanger. Operative training in Bergen. Gunner, the Minesweeper Squadron, served the KNM Vosso and KNM Kvina. A few years later I was again called to service. This time in an armed hot unit, with readiness, in case of invasion, to demolish local infrastructure. That lasted for circa 5 years. Done my fair share for the king and country. My academic development. Basic ship engineer, 1 year, followed by work at sea. Then 2 more years of schooling. The Navy. I used the spare time to develop skills from primary to vocational level in maths. Then followed preparatory courses in science to further prepare the engineering degree. Finally, 2 years of maritime engineering. In total, spent 5.5 years to become a maritime engineer. I specialized in ship and offshore electrical and automation, and I was well fit not only for shipping, also for the booming oil and gas industry. The maritime engineer education also qualified as ship engineer, adding sailing time, certification as a ship chief engineer was available. As such, I met my goal I set back when I was a ship oiler. However, I chose a different direction. And well spent time and effort. I came back to Rasmussen and started on a rotation between MT Polartravella, MT Polartrader, MT Polarviking. Those, at the time, new boy loaders shuttling crude oil from Statfjord throughout European refineries. 3 weeks of handover and I was acting as independent, on deep water. The learning curve was steep. It turned out very well. Polartravella. Polarstar. There was time for a nice voyage in between. I visited more exotic places, Rouen, France, Sicily, Venezuela, Panama Canal, Ecuador and back to Europe. Polarviking. Johnny Granholt, who also were my supervisor, first engineer, aboard MS Polarcrusader back in 1978 to 1979, now chief engineer at Polartravella, gave me this testimony. The undersigned can give Per Inge Hovden the best testimony for the execution of his professional work as a ship electrician. Per Inge Hovden is systematic and accurate, he is willing to make an extra effort and he is cooperative. That was highly appreciated, not least because he was an excellent engineer, also that he knew me well going years back. My last ship, a cruise ship. Sea Goddess 2, position as a chief electrician. The overall were replaced by a tailor-made suit and uniforms with golden stripes. Emptiness was replaced by crowds of celebrities, Limitless Dom Perignon, Russian caviar, and exotic places. A grandiose closure to my time as a sailor. End of part 1 and back to the overview.